What's good, everybody? It's your boy JKG. Welcome back to the channel. We're playing some Godforge again, guys. The wait has finally ended for wave 3. The competition wave is here. 7 of you lucky Godforge players are going to be able to get a chance to go to Las Vegas with the Fateless crew. Get to meet everybody over there and have some Vegas fun. And depending on what's going on for me at the time when that happens, and funds and all that kind of stuff, I live within driving distance. I can make it out there in about 5.5 6 hours, depending on traffic and all that kind of fun stuff. So I might be able to go meet some of y'all if y'all have a chance to make it out to Vegas whenever that is going down. I don't know what date the event and all that kind of fun stuff is going to be, but who knows? It's all up in the air right now. Before we get into the day 1 recap, which is what this is, I just want to say thank you. You guys have been absolute rock stars. We just hit 900 subscribers on the channel right now. I'll go ahead and try to put it up right here for you guys. We just hit 900 subscribers. To get monetization, the base monetization, I need 1,000 more watch hours on the channel. For full monetization, 2,000 more watch hours on the channel, along with 100 subs. So we're trying to get to that 100 subs mark before full release, that 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours total, so we can try to monetize this channel and we can kind of put it back into it, maybe set up some cool stuff, maybe call it a Vegas fund, right? So we can, maybe if we can get monetized and we can start getting some money, and maybe I can buy some dinner, do a little meet and greet with you guys in Vegas, if you guys can make it, whenever that is. Hopefully it's far enough out that that I can swing some travel funds before there. But yeah, if you guys do want to help support the channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, not just for me, but for all the Godforge creators. We're all trying. A lot of us are new, either new creators or smaller creators that are still trying to get to that monetization threshold, so we can try to bring you guys some more fancy tools and fancy options to play around with, emojis and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you guys have it in your hearts, it is free, so go ahead and knock that out of the park like you guys have been already. We're gonna just hop in here to the heroes. I'll go over the account here. So we started with Ramses. In wave 1 we did Guan Yu. In wave 2 we did Lady Jacques. Lady Jacques. So we went Ramses with 8 A's. If you know, you know. Yeah, Ramses has been fun. I kind of like the way his kit works out really nicely. He seems like a little bit more, he seems like he might do the biggest raw damage out of all 3 of the starter heroes. I would say Lady Jacques is probably a close number 2, and Guan Yu brings up the rear, but Guan Yu brings the drain and stuff like that, which I think might be a really good option for some of these bosses when we get down to it, over the acid or over the bleed. Now you can pair the bleed heroes like a Lady Jacques with a Dracula and stuff like that, or I think Achilles works really well with bleeds and stuff. So there are synergies out there, but I think just raw by themselves, I do think Guan Yu brings something for your entire team, no matter any kind of specific synergy that Ramses and Lady Jacques just kind of don't. But Ramses brings more raw damage, and kind of Lady Jacques kind of right in the middle. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at there. At level 20 we picked up Imhotep, probably one of the best healers in the game. Imhotep has been really dope for me. You'll kind of see why Imhotep has kind of gotten a lot of his gear kind of siphoned off, and we kind of stopped leveling him up here because at level 30 we picked up Sphinx. Sphinx is a really cool hero, does AoE damage off the A1. We get blunt and attack down, so that's really good for everybody, keeps us alive. We get the A2, we get the resistance up, and we get vanish, which is really good. We get accuracy down on all the enemies as well as a little bit of a heal. So definitely something to think about. Sphinx is really cool. Sphinx is like a support hero that happens to do a lot of damage, right? Think like a Helicath in Raid Shadow Legends. Different vibe, right? Because Helicath is giving you like shield, unkillable, and stuff like that. But Helicath also hits pretty hard, and Sphinx is kind of in that mold, right? Sphinx hits really hard. You're gonna try to build Sphinx nice and tanky, a lot of defense because you're gonna heal based on that defense, off of that core ability and everything, but you're also doing some damage off that A1. That A1 hits pretty good. I've been thinking about. I have it on this one that hits multiple enemies because it is an AOE skill, but there's one that does. There's either a weapon or it might be a skill imprint. For a weapon where base attacks do more damage. I might be putting that on Sphinx here after this video is done recording and everything like that. But yeah, so that's Sphinx is really cool. Probably going to do a spotlight once we get a little bit more playtime in. We got Gilgamesh. Got a copy of Gilgamesh. We have a +1 Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh does great damage. So I'm kind of figuring out how to build Gilgamesh to get the best damage out of him. We got Isis, probably one of the best supports in the game. Like, Isis is kind of busted. She very tanky, make her super tanky, super fast, and enough initiative to, get back to that ultimate so you can always revive your team and have that ready to go. Mordred, one of the best CC champions in the game. The skill right here, the Spiteful Coup, accuracy up on himself, and then 50% chance to place a confuse on all enemies. That is absolute clutch, and I do believe this particular skill is going to be one of the skills that gets me past stage 142, which, if you were paying attention to wave 2, that I was stuck for days at 142. But we got our Isolde, we got a Brunhild, and we're gonna try to work, Brunhild. We do have our Beowulf, so when we get to some boss levels, we're gonna level up our Beowulf as we kind of climb a little bit higher and we get closer to that 150, 151. Beowulf, at least as of right now, is gonna be one of those damage dealing heroes that's going to get slotted in there. We have our Scotty, again, 142 in mind, where we have multiple copies of Scotty. We are going to plus, however many we can by the time we get there, and we're going to slowly build her up by the time we get there, specifically with 142 in mind. We have Tutankhamun, we have Lady Jacques, we have all the usual food heroes down here that we might actually get a chance if we can clear 150 in a good amount of time. Then we can hopefully we'll do this on stream tomorrow, because we're making some pretty good progress in the caverns. But hopefully we can clear 150, and then after we clear 150, then we can do some fun stuff, right? We can start building the commons, the uncommons, building different heroes for little spotlights to show off what their kit does and all that kind of fun stuff. But you can kind of see where we're at on the account right now. We are stuck. We're a little bit stuck here at stage 90. I just need some stones to get some ascensions, and we need some silver to upgrade some gear, or gold, sorry, to upgrade some gear, as well as just maybe some new weapons. My weapons are, not a big selection right now. Haven't really farmed a whole lot. The only time I've really farmed anything is once I got stuck, like right here on 90. We'll come back. We'll farm maybe stage 85 for some stones. If we're looking for a specific color, we'll kind of do that. We might go into like stage 80 if we think we might need a specific hero, or we can kind of get a random piece of gear from anything if we're but with kind of an idea in mind here. Okay, I want, this set might give me a little bit extra speed, so maybe I can get a 2-piece out of, the Falcon set or something like that, to try to get a little bit of speed or accuracy or whatever we're trying to do here. 79 for hero XP. you know, stuff like that. So we're kind of in that mode of once we hit a spot where we can't just cruise by, we'll kind of drop down a little bit. The highest level we can do for whatever we're looking for specifically at 100%. That's really the key for kind of the early day 1, day 2 farming. The only spot I really had where I was stuck for multiple hours outside of stage 90 and kind of stopping to record and everything like that was stage 60. Because if you know, from wave 1, we were able to just steal his divinity, steal his turn meter, and Bob's your uncle. It was like a 2-minute fight tops. For wave 2, they fixed him with this one right here. So attacks all enemies 3 times on his ultimate ability. So he's going to get an ultimate ability. You're not going to be able to kill him. Once he hits 1% HP, he's basically unkillable. And then once he hits 1% HP, you need him to take his ultimate turn for him to die. Now, for him to die, you have to get him to 1% HP. If he's at 2% HP, when he takes that ultimate skill, it is an insta kill. You are just dead. He ignores ward, immortal, barrier, shield, radiance, intercept. He ignores everything, and it is just an insta wipe for your team. So the key since wave 2 is basically you need to do enough damage to get him to 1% HP. You need maybe somebody in some kind of gear or the weapon like Ame no Nuboku, where you're gonna steal that little tiny bit of divinity, just enough, not enough to where he's not ever gonna get to that ultimate, but just enough to where you can maybe get another couple hits to get him to that 1% HP, and then you're good to go. But that's kind of what got it for me. I had to, at the time, bring in Hippolyta to get a couple more, just like 1 or 2 extra hits from the that ally attack that Hippolyta brings, and that was just barely enough to get me past it. And then once we got past it, we cruised. I am not even joking, guys. It was maybe, and this is with stopping to make dinner, stop doing dishes, putting some laundry in. You know, we went from stage 60 to stage 90 in about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. So we like, and like I said, that's with, you know, with some stoppages for just casual cruising along. I'm gonna run stage 79 because I can do this one 100%. I believe I can do this one 100%. But we'll give you the kind of the current farm team, if you will, that I'm using right now. Gilgamesh and Sphinx are basically doing all the damage, and then Mordred, Sphinx, and Isis are in to CC the waves and just keep us alive. You're gonna, with this team, if we need, I have a good group of heroes to where if I need more damage, I drop Mordred, I bring Ramses. If I need more healing, I drop Mordred, I bring Imhotep. If I need something else, if I need more speed or something like that, I drop Mordred, I bring Isolde and put Isolde in the lead, so I have that speed lead. Like, we have a good mix here for progression. I think this group, I noticed it specifically when I was doing stage 60 and was stuck for a few hours. This team, my group, just doesn't want to die. They just don't want to die. They will take damage, don't get me wrong. As I'm getting higher and higher, they will take damage, but in general, they don't want to die. And unfortunately, that is kind of, you know, what took me out against stage 60. They weren't doing enough damage. At the time, I didn't have Gilgamesh. I went back, I farmed, I think, stage 55 for some stones to try to get some ascensions on some heroes. And I got Gilgamesh, and just kind of kept farming. And then when I was done farming and I was ascending some heroes, I went ahead and built Gilgamesh and got him up to like, I think level 30, just real quick, real dirty, put a little bit of gear on him. I didn't have the best gear, still don't have the best gear right now, but you know, we're not going to have the best gear until we're up, you know, farming stages 120 to 150, somewhere, anywhere in there, you're going to get some really good gear. I'm just now starting, you know, in the 80s, we're just now starting to get some of the better gear to drop, so we're gonna be able to get some good gear on some of these heroes. I'm learning. This is the first time I've built and played all 4 of these heroes. I've had them on the account either in wave 1 and or wave 2. I just haven't built them because I was building other heroes to get through specific content, or I was working on other heroes at the time. So I'm really excited that I'm able to use these new heroes and just kind of cruise along for the ride. But this is going to do it for this one. You can kind of see we're going to take out Pangu here momentarily. And you can see right there, Gilgamesh is A1. Nice little slapper. Yeah, we're going to call it here, guys. Again, if you want to support not just my channel, but all of the Godforge creators, hit the like button, like the videos, comment on the videos, even if it's just an emoji, guys. It really helps the algorithm to push our videos out to more and more viewers. And if we have a playlist or something, go ahead and just put us on in the background. Put us on like 1 volume. Can't even hear us. Just let it ride for a couple hours. Give us some watch hours so we can all get monetized, so we can try to do some fun stuff for you guys. Maybe we can, who knows, maybe we can set up, if we can get all the creators in on this, maybe we can pull everything together. Maybe we can set up our own little meet and greet or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. If any other creators are watching this and you're interested in that, hit me up and DM me. Let me know. Let's see what we can do. Again, I've said it before. I think we have the opportunity to make this Godforge community the best gaming community in all of gaming, because the people are awesome. You guys are awesome. All the creators have been awesome. The company is a bunch of creators, and my experiences with them have been amazing. So yeah, if you want to support us, hit that like button, hit the subscribe buttons, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Love you. Peace.